Hey guys, Miss Sarah here, and this week, instead of a craft, we're going to try a science experiment. I hope it works. So, we have been talking about our faith word love this whole month, and we know that God's love for us is never ending, and it's not just for us, it's for everyone. So, we're going to do an experiment that shows God's love grows and grows and grows and grows. So we just need a few things, and I have them set up on the table over here. We have some 40 volume hydrogen peroxide, we have some dish soap, we have some yeast, we have some water, which I have to get in just a second, and we have some food coloring, and we have a big bin and a bottle. So let me get things set up, and we will be right back to try our experiment. Okay, guys, I have my goggles on. I'm almost ready to attempt the experiment. I have put our peroxide, except I think I might have bought the wrong kind, but we will see if it works. We will put it in, we'll try the experiment. I have put our peroxide stuff in this bottle. I have added some dish soap. That's the blue stuff that you see. I'm going to add some food coloring. We need about 12 drops of food coloring. I'm choosing red because we're doing an experiment about God's love, to show us God's love. So to show love, red. Oh, that's a lot. I think that's more than 12. But there's some red. So we got that in there. We'll swirl it around. Let's take our funnel out. Set our funnel down. We'll swirl that all around. So that's all looking very red. Very, very red. So I am going to now, I have some water in a cup, and I have some yeast. We need to take about a spoonful of yeast and add it to our water. And I add a little bit more than that, I think, because I don't think I have quite a tablespoon here. I just have a regular spoon. So I'm going to add that to our water, and I'm going to stir that in. And I need to stir that for just a little bit of time. And while I'm stirring that, I think I'm going to add a little bit more just in case, because the yeast is what's going to make our experiment hopefully work here. It smells like bread. If you've ever baked bread, you know that you need yeast for that. So now what I'm going to do is change our camera angle so you at home can see what happens. So we want our camera angle right on our experiment. So hold on, I'm going to pause our video. We are going to add our water into our bottle and see if our experiment works. And we see God's love is growing. It's not growing out of the bottle as much as I wanted it to, but we can definitely see that it's growing. It's growing, growing, growing. I wonder what would happen if we added more water and yeast. So let's try that. I'm going to pause our video and we'll see what happens. I walked away for a second and it even grew more. I'm adding some more yeast to my water. I'll stir that up. Let's see if we add some more, what happens. It's growing some more. There it goes. God's love growing, growing, growing. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to come out of the bottle, and it finally worked. I think my water got too cold while I was waiting to add it. So let's finish up our science video today by talking about the actual science of what happened. What we did today was we created a reaction, and this reaction actually has a name. It's called an exothermic reaction. We added something to the hydrogen peroxide that changed it a little bit. So when we took the yeast and we added it to our hydrogen peroxide, it created bubbles that actually broke apart the hydrogen peroxide. The hydrogen peroxide has things that's made up of hydrogen and oxygen. And what it forced to have happen was it forced the oxygen to come apart from those hydrogen particles. So that created bubbles, and the bubbles created foam. And so when the oxygen broke apart from those hydrogen particles, it made this wonderful foam that kind of looks like what the internet refers to as elephant toothpaste. You might have seen this video before on YouTube, and some people call it making elephant toothpaste. It's not really what elephants use to brush their teeth, but it kind of just looks like that, so some people call it that. So in our video today, we did this exothermic reaction because what the yeast did was it forced the hydrogen peroxide in the bottom of that bottle to change. And that's exactly what God's love does for us. God's love comes into our lives and it makes us change. It makes us grow. It makes us become different. It makes us become better. And that's the challenge for us. God doesn't want us to keep that love to ourselves. He wants us to take it and help the people around us to know his love too. So that's our challenge. He wants us to be the catalyst for the people around us. He wants us to share his love so they'll grow and they'll know his love too. So that's my challenge for you, is to be like that yeast in that hydrogen peroxide, to be the catalyst for the people around you so they'll know God's love and they'll grow in God's love. So that's the challenge this week. Go share God's love. Hope you guys will tell me how you do that on our Kids Kingdom Facebook page, or email me at christianed@pfumc.org. Thanks, guys. Talk to you next week. Bye.